13-19, got a bunch of transfers into the program, a huge bounce-back season this year, and they're going for the upset here tonight in semifinal number 1. We are underway in Evansville, and Jacksonville State controls the tip.
Yeah, Jacksonville State, as you mentioned, they're a team that has a lot of new pieces and moving parts, but they're a veteran club, and so is Belmont. But you see Jacksonville State, that's what they want to do. Attack, get to the paint early.
Jacksonville State with an early 2-0 lead in the road. Black, Belmont wearing the home white. Muzinski thought about a free throw jumper. They were so happy just to get him some good minutes Wednesday night. And there's the battle we talked about in the open. It's going to be Muzinski battling up against Brandon Huffman. And Muzinski will draw the foul early on.
Yeah, you see he was able to kind of step outside the paint, get a little movement, but it's going to be more lift than lateral movement for Muzinski. And you see, just going body to body. Sometimes Belmont can play traditional basketball, although they like to shoot threes a lot. They're still a team that can go inside and play that traditional role. And you mentioned Casey Alexander talking about that pressure. And, he said when we're pressed, sometimes our guys try to do too much. So I like the effort, but you got to go back to the basics, right? When you're trying to do too much, just settle things down and go back to what you're good at.
Well, we mentioned the Gamecocks coming in here red hot, winners of 8 of their last 9. That lone loss was a 4-point loss against Belmont, so we know they got revenge on their mind tonight. Go inside to the big man, off the mark is Huffman.
Yeah, Huffman's going to have to finish those types of shots, but you see already how strong he is. He can get really low position, but he's already got 1 foul, so he's got to be careful with how physical he wants to play Muzinski down low.
Outside shot off the mark, and the trend continues. Poor shooting. That was Shepard. Belmont, they get good looks, but they just have not been falling these last few weeks. There's a steal.
This team's such a good passing team, very unselfish. So once the ball starts moving and flowing, it only takes 1 3 to get them going.
I mean, it doesn't get much more wide open than that for Caleb Hollander.
Right.
Back iron.
And Casey Alexander, I'm sorry, John, I was just going to say, if you're okay with that shot, but again, you have the whole right side of the floor wide open, go ahead and get a layup.
Hollander, just abuse on the inside. Grayson Murphy, no match for the big man.
Yeah, what you going to do if you're Grayson Murphy? You're 6'2".
And good defense on the entry pass. Huffman, he had it. When he's played up against Belmont, has not had the best games. They're looking for him to step up tonight.
Yeah, that was something that Ray Harper talked to us about, was that he never really established himself in the low post. So really wants to get that going, and we're seeing them go to him early, and he gets a block.
Oh, swatting that one away. Jacksonville State looking good with an early 4-0 lead.
Yeah, this is a tough team on defense. One of the biggest things they talked about was eliminating the transition shots and protecting the rim. Can't get much better than that when you block it.
When we say crispy, juicy, tender, this is the juicy and tender, and this is the crispy. Introducing McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwiches. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
For attractive offers on the ultra-responsive Acura TLX, visit your Acura dealer today.
Because Jacksonville State just was not aware of the clock.
And that was a nice move, but yeah, you definitely have to be aware of the shot clock in that situation. But you see what Jacksonville State is trying to do. They don't mind bringing Brandon Huffman out because the goal is to get Muzinski moving as much as they can. Get him away from the rim. They want to test out that ankle, see how mobile he is.
4-0 early lead for Jacksonville State. Belmont's had some open looks. Good help defense. And a nice finish there by Shepard over the long extension of Huffman.
Great job by Ben Shepard to recognize that he's in traffic. He doesn't have a good look. So Belmont's a team, they're not going to beat themselves, right? So you don't see them turn the ball over or take a bad shot. Instead, he waits. Caleb Hollander cuts middle, and then they get the shot they want.
Hollander doubled down. He poked it away. Belmont has the steal. And you can see both teams really make a concerted effort to try to establish the inside game early on.
Yeah, and it just makes it easier. You know, that's what makes your outside shot feel a lot more confident and flow, because you want to get that early success. And especially coming off a game where you don't play really well. Belmont, a tough way to end the season. You know, this is not a team used to losing, as you see Muzinski go out early for the breather.
Evan Bronze and Tate Pearson check into the game for the Bruins. Adams was the hero last night. He dishes for that three to Henry. That's off the mark. But Henry gets the rebound. Henry, the only returning starter from last year's squad. Three transfers come in, make a huge impact for the Gamecocks this season.
No, it didn't. What a pass.
Running the floor as Bronze finish it. We're all tied at 4.
The no look. Oh, Grayson Murphy, such a talented point guard. Casey Alexander talks about how much he impacts the game. Sometimes it's points, sometimes it's boards, but that time, when you see in the quarterfinals, he had 7 assists. He can really do it from anywhere. What a good no-look that was.
We've seen Finch been able to get into the lane, but he can't finish that one.
Again.
What another pass. Woo, buddy. Bronze, though, on the receiving end again, and Belmont with their first lead of the ballgame.
Man, can we nominate those for SC Top 10? Because those were some incredible no-looks. Pinpoint accuracy from Grayson Murphy.
That's what's so dangerous about this Belmont team. Even when they're not shooting well, they play so good as a team. Look at that team defense coming through. And they can pick themselves up in other ways. Open three, and that one's not even close.
Yep.
But how about on the inside, finishing it off? Derek Sabin.
Well, it doesn't take much to get Belmont going. This is a transition team. It starts on defense, but you got to have patience, and that might be the second foul on Huffman. That could be a big one.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any better than crispy, juicy, and tender, we went and added spicy. Introducing McDonald's new spicy, crispy chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
For attractive offers on the ultra-responsive Acura TLX, visit your Acura dealer today.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is presented by Kentucky Wild, reminding you it's time to get Kentucky Wild. Well, Belmont is currently on an 8-0 run after trailing 4-0. And really, it's Grayson Murphy, man. He is just throwing some dimes out there tonight, Brooke.
Right? Like dimes. And Casey Alexander talked about how good this team is when he has his heads up in transition. And you're going to see the eye contact right there. You know the pass is coming. He looks away from the defender. He sells it and gets the pass right inside for the score. That was a beautiful looking shot.
From the outside, Belmont is 0 of 3 from downtown. But they found ways to get to the bucket, and that's how they've gone on this 8-0 run.
Well, good teams are diverse in ways that they like to score, and so this is a team that's not going to get razzled because they're not hitting their threes.
Sabin completes the three-point play. It's now a 9-0 run for Belmont. And Jacksonville State in a 3+ minute scoring drought right now. Derek Sabin put in some good minutes off the bench.
Yeah, Sabin came right in. Good hands at his first career start versus Murray State this year. So, you know, he's been in that position, earning a little more time. He has great size at 6'9", 230 pounds. And the bench runs deep for the Belmont Bruins.
Skip pass
Good
across court.
closeout.
I know. Look at that defense by Saban. Forces a shot clock violation, and Kane Henry just didn't really have anywhere to go.
That's textbook defense closeout right there. And that's the reason in practice you do all these closeout drills, right? Watch Jacksonville State. They're going to skip pass. Here comes Saban. You see his feet, they're choppy, hands are down, he moves laterally and stops the player with his chest. Like, you need to clip that and show that on defense. That was really, really good.
Bronze drives baseline, but he's going to step out of bounds.
Let's watch this again. I mean, watch how choppy his feet are. On his toes, no hands, stops him with his chest. That's just beautiful. Any defensive coach is going to love seeing that.
We don't often get to show defensive highlights, but when we do, oh, we're going to enjoy it.
Right? I mean, it's weird to get excited about stuff like that, but that was so perfectly executed. It's worth a couple looks.
And Belmont with the hustle play. I think they're going to keep that ball.
In the game for Belmont, number 33, Nick Muzinski, replacing Evan Bronze.
Well, great job by both players to get on the floor and hustle there.
No, that's off Murphy,
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, wow. See, they're going to say Belmont ball, but it looked like Murphy touched that one last.
It did.
Muzinski back into the game. Immediately, they feed him in the post, and he's able to score.
Gotta get that ankle warm one way or another. Scoring definitely helps you move a little better, wouldn't you say?
Oh, my goodness. An 11-0 run for Belmont after trailing 4-0. There's an open shot from the outside. Off the mark is Damari King. And then on the rebound, Tate Pearson's going to get fouled.
Fouls on Jacksonville State's number 11, Kane Henry. That is his first team third.
So what switched in this game? Because it looked like Jacksonville State had a little something going. They had a 4-0 lead. And here they are now in a drought of 5 minutes without a bucket.
Well, I think what I saw was Belmont forcing turnovers. You know, they were able to get out in transition because of their defense. And although they only have 2 points off turnovers, I just think their defense stepped up, and then the passing of Grayson Murphy. So even though they weren't scoring, he was still finding ways to affect the game in other ways. And then it started allowing the ball to fall.
Wow, they still can't get one to go from the outside. That one in and out for Jacoby Wood. Is that a concern for you for this Belmont team if they can't get their outside shots to fall?
I don't think so. I think this is a team that knows how to score in multiple ways, and at some point the three-pointer is going to fall. You see Jacksonville State, they really want to work to get the ball inside. Like, that's their number one goal. You see now switching over to a zone. Now they're daring Belmont to shoot from the outside.
Isn't that wild to think? I mean, Belmont, such a sharpshooting team throughout the regular season, but these last few weeks they've just gone cold. Another miss from downtown.
Well, if you look at it, I mean, none of the shots are offline. They're basically rolling around the rim and popping out. So it's oh so close. And shooting well or shooting poorly is often very contagious. So as soon as someone hits that first shot, you're going to feel this sigh of relief from the Belmont Bruins. And after that, I bet you see a couple fall in a row. They're right there.
So Jacksonville State was able to end the scoring drought on their last possession. Nice interior pass and the slam.
Great
Monze Mgumezi, the transfer from Georgia.
You got to move without the ball. You have to move without the ball. And that's something that Jacksonville State is going to have to do against Belmont. And I thought that was great recognition and patience. Amongst the defense and the trees, they found a way to get it to him.
Another outside shot for Belmont, and this zone has been effective for Jacksonville State. The big man's going to step outside, front rim no good for Mgumezi.
Well, you wouldn't think Jacksonville State played an overtime game last night. The legs look pretty fresh. And that's what Ray Harper, told us. He said, listen, if we lose the Belmont tonight, it's not going to be because we're out of shape. Our guys are ready and willing to go the extra mile again.
Muzinski with the missed dunk there. Yeah, Coach Harper also told us, he goes, we don't make excuses. Oh my goodness! Mgumezi just yamming it on dudes.
You said it best. I don't even think I can add to that. He was yamming. Mgumezi showing up in this game, a presence, and that's what you got to do. You got to establish yourself and be big in the post.
Wow. Belmont just cannot find the touch. 0 of 7 from downtown to start the game.
So I don't, you don't want to shy away from what you're good at, and Belmont is a good three-point shooting team. That's a nice take to the bucket, but better defense. But these are the kind of plays that will help you get into the flow. Try to create off of some turnovers, take it to the rack, get the confidence back in your game before you take another three. Unless you have a wide open rhythm, feel good three, pass that up for now.
So after Ben Shepard's run out, Belmont back to a 3-point lead. And they will force a turnover.
Line is out on the floor.
But Jacksonville State, man. Woo-wee. Get off.
Gotta have better help side there, right? That's Mgumezi. He didn't come to play around, he just came to play.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any better than crispy, juicy, and tender, we went and added spicy. Introducing McDonald's new spicy, crispy chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
For attractive offers on the ultra-responsive Accurate TLX, visit your Accurate dealer today.
Tournament's history always takes center stage. But this year, history shares the stage with something greater. Justice. United, we ball.
This season, you'll see OVC teams sporting a unity patch on their uniforms, one of several symbolic gestures from OVC student athletes who continue to raise awareness for social justice issues. The unity patch is part of a larger initiative from the Ohio Valley Conference and the NCAA to generate stronger unity among the NCAA's 1,100-plus schools and over 500,000 student athletes. Brooke, we've seen so many crazy things going on in this country. 2020 was a wild year, but I think one of the good things that have come out of it is all the social justice initiatives we've seen, and not just from the OVC, but professional sports, athletes finding their voice, and people finally coming together for a common cause.
Well, that's what sports does, right? I mean, this is something that brings us together. Basketball is a game that's played all over the world, and, it's important to understand and to look at the makeup of this game. And you look at the floor now, and, you see a lot of young black men out there. And it needs to be said that their lives matter. It needs to be said that they're a big part of this game. So, we're out here coaching, talking about broadcasting. We also need to talk about rights and equality. And this has been a big push, and it's great to see that those messages are out there. And also want to make sure that the action steps are taken behind it.
Shot clock violation there. Actually, we got to give a shout out to our employer, ESPN, because not just talking about diversity, believing in diversity. I'm a black play-by-play broadcaster. You're a female color analyst. I mean, the fact that we are partnering together, that is just proof that ESPN believes in diversity. And I'm proud to be working for this company.
Yeah, I would say absolutely. And this is just remembering even about 10 or 12 years ago when ESPN Youth got started, that was an initiative. That was a push to make it a more inclusive environment, and they backed up their word. And yeah, you're right. It's great to have the partnership that we have, being out here and doing our thing here on a men's broadcast. It's pretty bomb.
I love it. I love working with you. All right, let's get back to this ball game here, because
do it.
Jacksonville State, they are clamping down on defense, only down by 3. But another steal. Luke Smith going to the bucket, and no one's going to stop him.
No way. And that's Belmont getting into it with their defense. It's a diverse team. They know how to win in different kind of ways. And that's what makes them the #1 seed. They're not just going to beat you with the 3 every single night. You see Luke Smith, 7th in Division I with his hands.
That's what makes this team just so good. You look at their number from the outside. They're 0 of 8 from downtown, but they are just finding ways to hold on to this lead.
Great job by Luke Smith to get in there, have those quick hands, the deflections, and just get it free. Just get the ball away from the offense and able to convert on that. And get it out, get in transition, and score.
8 turnovers already in this first half by Jacksonville State. Going to the post to Muzinski, going one-on-one, and he is fouled hard. And you got to love seeing him pop back up coming off of an injury.
Yeah, and that is Brandon Huffman's second foul, so that's a concern. You see, it's going to be a battle inside. Got to go straight up if you're Brandon Huffman. You're too valuable to the Jacksonville State team. And remember, principle of verticality.
Tomorrow, it's a full day of college basketball across all our networks, highlighted by a pair of Sonic blockbusters. First, at 4 Eastern, number 4 Illinois takes on number 7 Ohio State, followed by Duke and North Carolina squaring off in Chapel Hill. So at the 8:12 mark of the first half, Brandon Huffman goes to the bench with 2 fouls. And let's see if that makes an impact on this game, because we've seen Belmont. They want to take it into the post.
Yeah. Well, they should exploit that. And the guards need to be going right into the paint. And if they don't have it, then they can kick it out for a 3. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting time the rest of the 8 minutes here. You know, I doubt you'll see Brandon Huffman back in the game.
And there's a 3 ball by Kane Henry. Excuse me, that was Jay Powell from downtown. So the lead is back to 4, but back is Grayson Murphy. Man, he is just so hard to stay in front of.
Yeah, he is. He's got great mobility and vision. I think that's one of the things that makes him such a special player. You know, he doesn't have the size. He's not a crazy athletic guy, but he understands angles. He understands vision and just how the game works. You know, he's like that guy that can see 2 and 3 passes ahead.
There's another turnover. Belmont streaking to the bucket. Murphy's not going to be stopped.
You don't want these hands. That's what Grayson Murphy feels like. You know, his mentality out here is like, oh, you want some of this? You don't want these hands. Between he and Luke Smith, right? Take my cookies. It's Girl Scout cookie season.
8-point lead for Belmont. A lot of banging going on in the post now.
Grayson Murphy, you know him as one of the best rebounding point guards in America, but he's a thief who can finish.
When we say crispy, juicy, tender, this is the juicy and tender, and this is the crispy. Introducing McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwiches.
It always delivers. It always delivers. It always delivers. It always delivers. A lot of electricity in the building. That's my line. It always delivers. Trademark, copyright, not to be used without express written permission of Jay Miller.
I love those guys. Welcome back here to Evansville. Belmont with a 21-13 lead. Let's check in with bracketology expert Joe Lenardi. This is his last 4 in and first 4 out. Brooke, what do you think?
It's weird. I think it's weird to look at Michigan State as a team that's the last 4 in and Duke is the first 4 out. So they're going to have to do some major damage in the Big Ten and in the ACC tournament. But what would be interesting to me is, and hopefully this doesn't happen to any team, you know, I hope those guys all get in, but if in the first round, if you have to have a COVID pause, we could be looking at a Michigan State or a Duke team as a 16 seed. It's like, what? Nobody wants to face that.
3-point basket by Kane Henry.
Kane Henry. Knocks down a 3-ball, cuts the lead back to 5.
Jacksonville State getting back in this game with the 3-point shot. You figured they were going to rely on their big guy on the inside, but he's in foul trouble. So the guards stepping it up.
Belmont still looking for their first 3-pointer of the ball game. Outside shot, and finally Grayson Murphy ends the drought. Now 1 of 9 from downtown to open the game.
Not surprised it was Grayson Murphy to open things up. He's been kind of the guy, well, throughout the season, but especially tonight, to set the tone and how Belmont wants to play.
Jay Powell just slapping his hand away. Eight-point lead for Belmont.
More hands.
Down low, just does beat the shot clock. Kamanze Mdemezi.
Mdemezi got to be more careful, though, when he gets the ball in the paint, as do the Jacksonville guys. The bigs can't bring the ball down low. The guards, like Grayson Murphy, and right there, that's a good swipe. And that time by Jalen Finch. But the Belmont guards looking for any opportunity for you to bring that ball down low because their hands are so quick, their vision is so clear. They're able to get the clean swipes. Just waiting for his chance. Grayson Murphy. Mdemezi barely stayed in bounds for that shot, but good job to keep his composure as the shot clock was running down.
Mdemezi will get a breather after that hard-fought bucket. 6-point ball game here, 5:15 to play in this first half. Hollander to the bucket, he's denied. Five minutes to play here in this first half. Jacksonville State, no good on the runner. The follow off as well. Darian Adams just has not been able to get on track yet.
He did not look confident shooting that shot. He looked like, oh, I got the rebound, oh, I'm supposed to shoot, instead of taking it right to the rim. I would have liked to see a power dribble dunk from him. Those short floaters sometimes are really hard to hit.
0 for 3 from the field so far tonight for Adams. 5 on the shot clock for the Bruins. Muzinski with the fadeaway. And there's another good defensive possession for the Gamecocks.
Yeah, that's a nice forced shot. Jacksonville State's defense, forcing Nick to back down. There's no movement, so instead he has to shoot a contested fadeaway fadeaway jump shot. And that's where maybe his ankle isn't quite 100%, right? At 80%, it's short. At 100%, he might have been able to get that ball to the rim.
That was Marosh Zelishnak with the defense. Did not play in their win last night. So Jacksonville State getting some quality minutes from guys off their bench. Corner 3 knocked down by Kane Henry.
That was a nice looking shot from Kane Henry. Their 3-point shot looks pretty good right now. They're shooting 43%, and that's what's kept them in this game.
It's only a 3-point ball game. Touch pass, and Luke Smith. Belmont's now knocked down back-to-back 3-pointers.
So Grayson Murphy knew that Luke Smith was going to be open. So he felt, that's what I'm talking about. He sees a pass ahead. So he knew the ball was coming to him, and instead of holding on to it, he just was like, nah, let me tip it to my guy, Luke, for a 3.
Oh, tried to cross him, but Caleb Holland just said, where are you going?
Can't be doing that to me. Quick guards, quick hands for Belmont.
Hey man, what you got there?
Hey, I switched to Spectrum Mobile, got a new phone. It's crazy. No contract, no added taxes, no hidden fees, nothing.
Bet it feels great to not have to hide stuff.
Yeah, I imagine it's pretty liberating.
I'm bald, Dave.
I haven't read any of the books in my house.
I didn't forget about your lawnmower. I broke it.
It's not even mine. I took it from Jake.
He's the worst.
It's better when you don't hide stuff. So Spectrum Mobile has no added taxes, no hidden fees, and no contracts. It's a better way to mobile. Spectrum Mobile.
You can tell this is really crispy, juicy, and tender because we wouldn't take the time to butter all these potato buns if it wasn't worth it. Introducing McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwiches.
Ball is brought to you by SoFi. Get your money right. John Schriffen alongside Brooke Weisbrod. This is semifinal number 1 on the night here in the OVC. Belmont with an early 6-point lead, and they struggled from downtown early on, Brooke, but then they got the ball movement working, and they've been able to knock down their last 2 3-pointers.
And Grayson Murphy able to get this touch pass. You know, he felt it. He felt the defense coming in from Jalen Finch, and obviously had the vision of Luke Smith being on the outside of that wing. And just got him, like you said, it was the touch pass. And even when it's a touch pass, Grayson Murphy gets it right into the shooting pocket. And such an efficient guy. You wonder, and Grayson Murphy, just a junior, you wonder what his types of chances are at the next level. Doesn't have great size, 6'2", 175 pounds, but I mean, Steph Curry don't have great size either.
That's true. He can also shoot from the logo. That makes a difference.
Yeah. Grayson Murphy's not quite there for sure, but just a great point guard.
Well, Belmont wanted an offensive foul. Casey Alexander is hot right now. Let's take a look.
Now let's see what happens here.
Ooh, that's Jay Powell dipped his shoulder, but instead they called it against the Bruins.
Yeah, I think he's got a good argument for it, no doubt.
Our officials, Kevin Mathis, Andrew Walton, and Jabir Walker tonight. So Jacksonville State catches a break. Can they capitalize? 3-ball in and out. Muzinski with the rebound. The ball just moves around so quickly for Belmont, and Luke Smith caps it off with a 3-ball.
It's great ball movement, like you said, and Belmont, the way that they play, reminds me a lot of the way that the UConn women play. They don't take a lot of time dribbling. They're efficient. They're not going to beat themselves. They don't turn it over. And although they haven't shot extremely well,
Are you serious? Dang. Mezzi with the facial all up in your grill.
Yams for days.
I mean, I might need like 10 more looks at that one.
Right? Like, I'm going to have to see this again and again. Ball fake outside the charge circle. Ooh, that's a man move right there. Elevation, hang time. Yeah, and like no react either. He just, that was just a business play for him.
The Georgia transfer putting his stamp on this game.
I would have needed to maybe do a little bit of a stare down there, like, come on. Nothing. I mean, I like it because it tells me that he's been there, done that before. But in this day and age, you make a play like that, you could take a little bit. Come on.
That was on Muzinski. That's not like a regular guy off the bench.
That's no scrub. There's no scrub you just dunked on.
Wow. Well, maybe that'll get Jacksonville State going. Then he comes down with a jump shot. He gonna yam on you. Then he's gonna hit a 15-footer.
Right.
That's some game right there.
Like it. That's where
5-point ball game. Jacksonville State now with a steal.
And this team
in transition. And gonna draw the foul.
This is, oh wow. I believe he's got some blood on his mouth. Let's check that out. But yeah, Ngumezi pulling up for the shot. Almost the 3. Perhaps should have just taken another step back a little bit. Yeah, you can see some blood on the lip of Grayson Murphy. And we saw him getting attended to in the timeout, but his back was toward us. You can see the trainer attending to his face, and now we know why. Looks like he's a split lip.
Also, that's the second foul on Luke Smith, so he's going to have to check out.
Also, number 13, Jay Powell. In the game for Belmont, number 20, Tate Pearson, and number 24, Jacoby Wood.
As Adams knocks down the free throw. 4-point ball game.
Replacing Darian Adams.
Adams 0 for 4 from the field, just that one free throw. Still hasn't been able to get on track as Juwan Purdue checks in for him. You know, Belmont looked like they were running away with this game, and then Jacksonville State went to this matchup zone. Really kind of changed the landscape with this one.
Yeah, it did. It forced Belmont to try to get more creative with their shots. Jacksonville State's defense is good, and they can hit the three. I mean, they're one of the best, if not the best team in the conference for knocking down shots from the outside. You expect it, of course, from Belmont, but Jacksonville State, they can hit those threes.
Can't come up with that loose ball. Here comes Gamecocks. And they're going to say out of bounds. Jay Powell stepped on the line. Yeah, he's got that heel on the line.
Yep, good catch.
So under a minute to play here in Evansville. Belmont with a deep three, knocked it down. Pearson with the three ball. And this is what Belmont likes to see. Started 0 of 8 from downtown, but they've got it going now.
When we say crispy, juicy, tender, this is the juicy and tender, and this is the crispy. Introducing McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwiches. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
For attractive offers on the ultra-responsive Accurate TLX, visit your Accurate dealer today.
Tomorrow night, 3 titles on the line as part of an absolutely stacked card, UFC 259. The prelims start at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ESPN, ESPN Plus, and ESPN Deportes. The main card, well, that starts at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific on pay-per-view. Now, to order in English and in Spanish, go to espnplus.com/pay-per-view. How about going for a little 2-for-1? Jalen Finch to the bucket. It's a 5-point lead for Belmont.
Yeah, Ray Harper said Jalen Finch is the guy who has to set the table for us, and he's great on downhill drives. That's what he's best at. It's what you just saw right there.
Another steal. Here comes Finch with the crossover, and he's going to draw a foul on Murphy.
Well, 2 heads-up bang-bang plays from Jalen Finch. And great for Jacksonville State to get that kind of offense and defense here. Less than a minute, cut into this lead for Belmont and give them the momentum going into the halftime.
So the shot clock is off, and Jacksonville State, they can hold for the final shot here for the first half. Where do you think the Gamecocks go with this possession? Wow, quick shot.
Yeah, I was surprised that was quick. You don't want to give Belmont a chance to give them a 3.
So going the other way was Jacoby Wood, but he's going to get fouled as he entered the lane. That's Damari King. They had 1 foul to give.
Yeah, that was a good foul. You know, stops momentum. Maybe force Belmont into a tough shot. That's the best case scenario you can have for your defense.
7.3 to remaining here in this first half.
You want the ball in the hands of Grayson Murphy so we can set something up.
Smith back in the game here with 2 fouls. Takes the 3. Got it. Gosh. What a big shot by Belmont to close out the half. That's some trust. That's some trust. You put it
after three from Belmont. This is what happens. It gets contagious. And you see all smiles, loose play, ball movement, assists on field goals made. That's what Belmont does best. They already have 10 assists on 14 field goals.
We talked about it since that 0-8 start. They are 5 of 6 from downtown, but M. Gamezi had the highlight of the night, yamming it on Mazinski's head. He's got 12 points in that first half. That was
I better see that on social media after this game. I want to be scrolling and make sure we see that dunk a few times.
I want to see it on Sports Center Top 10. Can we make that happen?
Seriously. Yeah. Nominated.
Mazinski steps out, but the rebound is tracked down by Ben Shepard. Now Brandon Huffman back out on the floor, and they're going to go inside, and I think that's his 3rd foul.
What?
He picked up 2 fouls, had to sit at about the 8-minute mark in the first half, and he picks up a quick one here in the second. Oh, come on.
Where's the foul?
These are two big guys inside, and that's what you call?
That's insane. No.
Was that his fourth?
Oh, my.
No, it is not.
Come on.
Let the kids play.
Wow, that's...
With everything on the line here tonight.
I mean, that's definitely a reach-in. I will give him that one. The other one before that, extremely ticky-tack.
Here's my question, though. Why did head coach Ray Harper leave him on the floor after he got that third foul?
Yeah, you don't know. Maybe he was trying to sub him. It wasn't fast enough, but yeah, that's a huge, huge blow to the team right now. That's the guy that, he told us he didn't get himself established in the post and was doing that in the first half. But now Belmont's got a big advantage.
I mean, he's got to sit basically for the rest of the entire second half. I mean, we're not even a minute in, and he's got 4 fouls.
Yeah, that is just a huge, huge issue now for Jacksonville State. Where's their inside presence going to come from?
Marosh Zelishnak quickly gets off the bench. He didn't even play in the game in their opening round win, but he's logging some minutes tonight. Murphy's got 7 on the shot clock. Goes over the screen. Kick out to Hollander. Outside three, Jacksonville State, and that one is off the mark. They wanted to pound the ball inside, but without Huffman, the 6'10 guy, they don't have that inside presence anymore now.
They sure don't. No, and so they have to rely on the other part of their offense that they're great at, which is shooting threes, and they were able to do that in the first half. When he went out in foul trouble, Huffman went out about 8 minutes left in the first half. Now they're only shooting 3 of 10 from behind the line. So either you're going to get points inside the paint or you got to shoot threes. And right now, Jacksonville State not getting either one.
Mgomezi is back in the ball game, so they're probably going to see if they can get some touches to the big guy. Adams with a step back 3. That one is blocked. Good defense by Belmont. 10 on the shot clock. Gamecocks with a chance to reset here. 2 on the clock. And another great defensive possession. Belmont is just everywhere, so active with the hands.
Yeah, they're really anticipating well. And that's good defense inside from Jacksonville State. Both of these teams really trying to get it going here in the second half. Can't do it.
It's been a choppy start to this second half. And another turnover with a no-look pass. Okay, we see you.
Get out of here.
Luke Smith finishes it off. I want to see that no-look pass, though.
Oh, my goodness. Once again, Belmont kick-starting their offense through their defense. They haven't been able to hit their shots, so instead they get on the floor, they get dirty, come up with a 50-50 ball, and then finesse it.
It hasn't been pretty at all times tonight, but Belmont, they've just found ways to get it done.
Caleb Hollander, that is his third, team third. In the game for Belmont, number 21, Derek Saban.
So Hollander now, he has to go to the bench. That is his third foul.
Replacing Luke Smith.
And there's another turnover. That is the 13th turnover of the ball game, and one. Grayson Murphy. When he's got a full head of steam, no, he's not going to get stopped.
Right. Casey Alexander told us we are at our best when his head is up in transition. The quick hands leads to a deflection, gets in his left hand the entire way to block the defense, and then somehow avoids Kane Henry's block. Look at it, holding them off. The defender, Jay Powell, and then gets the layup. I mean, his concentration It's like he's not phased. He's not phased by traffic, by bigger guys, by athletic guys trying to block his shot. He keeps composed. And now he's going to bleed from the lower half of his body. A little from the lip in the first half, and now from the knee in the second. It's all good.
This dude's like a football player.
Right.
He's just getting banged up everywhere, and he's just not even phased. Tape me up. I'm going back in. That's a warrior right there.
At the line for Belmont.
You think he's got a chance to play at the next level?
You know, I'll be interested to see how that goes for him. You know, there's some options for him no matter what. I mean, he's definitely going to make money playing basketball somewhere. Mm-hmm. If not in the NBA, then definitely in Europe. Like, he could make a killing. I could see him averaging like 45 points in Europe somewhere.
He's got that crafty game already.
Yeah.
Straightaway three, Kane Henry, he is fouled.
On Belmont's number 21.
So that's a mistake by Derek Saban.
You definitely don't want to foul three-point shooters. And yeah, Saban getting off balance and not waiting for him to come down before he started to box him out, but kind of just sideways on the box out.
So 3 free throws upcoming for Henry as he knocks down the first. Tomorrow, it's a full day of college basketball across all our networks, highlighted by a pair of Sonic blockbusters. First, at 4 Eastern, number 4, Illinois, takes on number 7, Ohio State, followed by Duke and North Carolina. They're squaring off in Chapel Hill. You see fans in attendance here in Evansville inside the Ford Center. Limited capacity, but of that limited capacity, I'd say the majority of them are Belmont fans.
Yeah, they have a great following and loyalty of their fans. And this is a team that's built a reputation over the years. Rick Byrd, a tremendous coach for this program for such a long time. Casey Alexander picked up right where he left off, because it's the culture that Rick Byrd created that Casey Alexander was able to extend. And Alexander not happy with his team there.
You know what's hard to believe about this Belmont squad? You've been hearing about them for so many years, always in the tournament, always making a run, always making noise. But they've only been playing Division I basketball for like 20-plus years. They haven't even really been a D1 team for that long, but they've made an impact when they made the move.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Saban's going to have to go out with that foul as well. He's been a little handsy. He's known as a physical player. But yeah, you're right. I mean, Belmont, for being a, quote-unquote newer Division I team, they sure didn't mess around. They got to the top of the ranks pretty quickly.
So Belmont already has 16 fouls, and we're not even 4 minutes into this second half. That's a three ball by Ngomezi. Really? This guy can do it all.
Now
if you let him go by you, he's going to dunk on you. If you leave him open from 3, he'll knock it down.
He's trying to catch the attention of a few NBA scouts, no doubt. I mean, what NBA talent would not want somebody who can dunk the way he did and then step out, shoot a 3, and have the vision in the hand? We've seen him block shots, steal the ball, yamming, hitting 3s. You guys checking all the boxes tonight.
Ngomezi is single-handedly keeping Jacksonville State in this ballgame.
Agreed.
He's got 15 points, only down by 8 here. Six on the shot clock. Ngomezi, he's calling for it now, but he stepped out of bounds.
That's 2 key possessions in this game that Jacksonville State stepped on the sideline. Don't want that to happen. This is what you want to happen. Feed it to Ngomezi. Let him hit that 3.
When we say crispy, juicy, tender, this is the juicy and tender, and this is the crispy. Introducing McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwiches. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
For attractive offers on the ultra-responsive Accurate TLX, visit your Accurate dealer today.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by SoFi. Get your money right. Well, Jacksonville State, they got themselves right after having a tough season last year. Ray Harper, with his first losing season last year, got 3 big transfers coming into the program. Darian Adams from Troy, Brandon Huffman from North Carolina, and Amanze Mgamezi from Georgia. Brooke, what do you think about these big-time guys from big-time schools coming into the OVC and making an impact? You think a good move for those guys, right?
Yeah, I do. And everybody growing up, you want to play for the biggest and the best schools. So you don't blame them for choosing the SEC and the ACC. And the OVC is a place that can get you to the next level. I mean, John Morant is a perfect example. You think back to Kenneth Faried, so you can play there. And also, if you want more time, you're not getting it at the bigger places. Heck yeah, you're going to transfer to a mid-major and one that's competitive like a Jacksonville State is.
At the end of the day, you could be on the best team in the country, but if you don't have tape, no one's going to be able to see you.
Exactly. So what's important to you? You got to decide. And for me, I didn't really get recruited by a whole bunch of big schools. Well, really, I didn't get recruited by any schools. I had to recruit Coastal Carolina. They signed me to a softball scholarship. So I was like begging just to get on a team. But at the end of the day, I always said, I would have been okay with going to Notre Dame and not ever playing, because I'd still have a ring on my finger, but it ended up working out all right for me. Coastal Carolina was a great place to play, but you have to decide as a player what's important to you. And obviously with the transfer situation that, guys are able to go and find the area that fits them best.
Darian Adams draws the foul, already in the bonus, so this is a 1-and-1. All right, Brooke, with the little throwback to the playing days in Coastal Carolina, a 3-sport athlete. Let him know.
Not really great with downtime. So when we didn't make the NCAA tournament for basketball, I either chose to play softball or tennis, just kind of something to do, and also kept me out of the spring break crowd. Going to school in Myrtle Beach is a little tempting. So, we got it in, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, let me try and play another sport down here.
We don't have to get into any of your party stories. That's for our family.
No, we won't be doing that tonight.
Good ball game here. 6-point ball game in our first semifinal of the night. Muzinski backing down the defender. Hook shot no good. And Jacksonville State can cut into the lead here.
Great board.
What a rebound. Kane Henry looked like he's on some pogo sticks there.
Thank you. That's exactly what it looked like. Springs in his shoes. What a quick step. Big time leap by Kane Henry.
Do people still use pogo sticks?
Yeah. My godson has one. They sure do.
Okay, nice.
Yep.
Wasn't trying to date myself. 4-point game now. It was an 8-point game at the half. Crossover, pull-up. Oh, that is nice, Jalen Finch.
Yeah, that was smooth, Jalen. Ray Harper saying how much it's important for him specifically to get off of high ball screens and hit those mid-range jump shots. There he just created a shot on his own.
Jacksonville State is in the midst of an 11-0 run. Belmont cannot answer. Murphy with a kick-out pass in the corner. Pearson knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, just patience and persistence for Belmont. Able to keep the play alive with 2 or 3 offensive rebounds right in a row. And then they kick it to the corner. Who else? Grayson Murphy with the assist.
You can tell this is really crispy, juicy, and tender because we wouldn't take the time to butter all these potato buns if it wasn't worth it. Introducing McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwiches. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
For attractive offers on the ultra-responsive Accurate TLX, visit your Accurate dealer today.
You can't teach that.
Oh, it is that time of year where every matchup means so much. You look at bracketology with our guy Joe Lenardi and his Big Ten projections. That's got to be the best conference in the country right now.
No doubt. And congratulations to Juwan Howard and the Michigan Wolverines clinching their Big Ten regular season title. Love seeing the Fab Five guy take over the program, and he's such a player's coach. I think the guys really enjoy playing for him. Yeah, top to bottom, the Big Ten is straight up stacked this year. I'd be shocked if we don't get at least one team in the Final Four.
Belmont going zone here.
Yep.
And Jacksonville State breaks it down. Gordon to the rack. Nice move.
I like it. Instead of shooting the jump shot, he goes straight to the rim and gets the better, high percentage, more aggressive shot to wear down Belmont's defense.
Yeah, very smart take by Juwan Purdue. Belmont with an outside three. Knocked it down. Luke Smith. So Belmont started the half 0 of 7 from downtown. They've now hit their last 2 threes.
And so let's see again, consistency is contagious. So Belmont, who started the game, in a slump from 3 until Grayson Murphy hit his. Then, as you mentioned, they went 4 for their next 5. So let's see how this works out for them in the second half.
Yeah, 0 of 8 to start the game, then they had 4 of 5. Now 0 of 7 to start the second half, and they've gone 2 of 2. 6-point lead here, 11:45 to play in the second half. A berth in the championship game on the line.
You know what, John? This is probably the best basketball game in terms of execution that we've seen all season long. Teams that haven't been able to get consistency, haven't been able to play a whole lot of games. These two teams have gotten plenty of games in. They've gotten their reps. They look efficient. This definitely looks like postseason basketball to me.
For attractive offers on the ultra-responsive Accurate TLX, visit your Accurate dealer today.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any better than crispy, juicy, and tender, we went and added spicy. Introducing McDonald's new spicy, crispy chicken sandwich.
Dance it down! Give me that bucket. She hits big shots in big moments. And they're going to get it. We have a new tournament champion.
Let's not leave out the women representing Champ Week by the numbers. We'll have 45 tickets punched, 22 for the men, 23 for the women. This OVC championship, this will be the first ticket punched in NCAA basketball on the men's side, so we're excited about this one.
Very exciting. And yeah, over on the ladies' side, watching a little bit of the SEC tournament today, the ACC tournament. Cuse getting a last-second tip in for the win. Well, it's just exciting. I mean, you literally can watch basketball all day long. And the first 4 days of the tournament, the men's and the women's, it's my favorite time of the year. We've got basketball from morning till night. Can't beat that.
When are we going to make it an official holiday? That first weekend.
Yeah, when are we going to get off?
Right?
Well, I mean, we want to work, but for the rest of the country, when are y'all going to get off work? I used to have a roommate who would,
that Thursday, Friday?
Yeah. He would call off work all the time, and then he would just kind of make all kind of different, like, food and stuff. He was ready. So I was like, Rob, you do it right. Need more people to call off work.
8-point ball game. Belmont ahead here with 11:16 to play here in the second half. 3 ball on the way back iron. Jacksonville State able to track it down, though. Scrum for the ball. Out of bounds, it's going to stay here with the Gamecocks. Now, if you are looking for the big man, Brandon Huffman, he picked up his 4th foul in the first minute here in the second half. So Jacksonville State doing a lot of their damage with their big guy on the bench here.
And that's another block. Now Belmont, defensively, their hands everywhere in that possession.
Oh, I think they might want to review that one. That one looked like it was off Ngamezi.
I agree. And he definitely got up. I don't know if it was over Luke Smith looked like he might have tipped it out of bounds over Luke Smith, but yeah, it definitely looked like it was off Jacksonville State. They will get the possession back.
Gamecocks getting a break here. Mgomezi with a pass inside, but it is taken away by Muzinski. I guess that's a form of ball don't lie.
Yeah, exactly. Nice pass.
Nice pass by Grayson Murphy. And with that pass, he picks up his 10th assist on the night, and that is his 6th double-double of the season.
My goodness. Well, Muzinski moving well off the screen and roll. That's exactly the type of play that you want to draw up. You know, you get an assist, you get an energy play. Muzinski gets the ability to score. Look, the defense late to rotate, and Gumezi doesn't get back quick enough. So threes beating him to the rack.
And
didn't dunk on him. He should have given him that revenge from the first half, but nah, he's just going to make a little layup.
That's what you miss when you don't have the 6'10 North Carolina transfer Brandon Huffman on the floor. He'd be able to defend that pick and roll.
True that. Yeah, that's a great point. You know, and Huffman picked up fouls 3 and 4 in a matter of like 10 seconds. One he should not have been called for. I think we can recognize that, but yeah, it's time to put him back in.
I mean, this is it. This is Jacksonville State. Their season is on the line. Win or go home. You're down by 10 with 10:18 to play. Yep. And Huffman back on the floor with 4 fouls.
Yeah, I think it's a risky move, but you got to do it if you're Ray Harper. You feel like this game is getting out of hand. You need your big guy in there. And so Belmont, they're going to have to go right at him and try to foul him out. And now they're going with the zone. Belmont changing it up. And that's where you open things up in the middle or the short corner.
Huffman in the low post. He's doubled. Hook shot. And Muzinski clears it.
An uncharacteristic turnover there for Belmont. Don't see that too often.
When you come back in the game with 4 fouls, do you have to like say something to the ref? You let him know, like, I'm not trying to reach right now?
No, maybe you like look at him and give him that look like, don't do this to me, bro. Like, I'm trying to stay in this game. Don't
give me
help
a ticky
me out.
tack.
Right? No tickies. Help me out. But yeah, he's got to play well and aggressive, but without doing a foul. And you see, like, he's tentative. It's different.
Double team. Belmont had the breakout, but they still retain possession. 3 ball by Smith. Bottoms.
Jeez. And Grayson Murphy had a wide open shot, but instead he knows where the hot hand is right now, Luke Smith. So he gave it up. A consistent three-point shooter, Luke Smith. He's so deadly.
13-point ball game. This is danger zone for the Gamecocks. Oh, yeah, that's a reach and foul on Muzinski.
Let's go back to that 3 from Luke Smith. Well, this is Belmont basketball. You pass up a good shot for a great one. Look at that. The patience of Grayson Murphy to say, we got some time. I got about a second and a half. I'm going to let my guy get set up. And number 2, number 3. I mean, you're talking about 6'2" and 6 feet tall. These 2 guards have just dominated this game.
Up and missed front end of the 1-and-1. I mean, Murphy's got 11 assists now. 10 points, 11 assists, and 3 steals.
Yeah,
He's still got 9 minutes to play.
Just an all-around talent.
Three ball by Henry. And
over the back.
That might be it. That could be it. Huffman over the back, wasn't on the floor for more than 2 minutes. And that's going to be 5. That's it.
Yeah, he had inside position, but then Muzinski got around him. What a brilliant move by number 33, Nick Muzinski. Look, he's on the outside, then gets low, works, boxes him out. And that is number 5 on Huffman.
But if you're Huffman, you got to know the foul situation. You know, yes, you got beat to the box out. Don't you just kind of have to retreat at that point?
Yeah, right? Just throw your hands back. I mean, your instincts are to go after the rebound. You want to play aggressive, but it ends up killing you. I mean, now your night, and perhaps your season is done.
Hoffman finished just 2 points on the night. Belmont with a 13-point lead here, under 8:30 to play here in the second half. Skying for the rebound is Zelishnak.
Fouls on Belmont's number 22, Ben Shepard. That is his second. Team's 9.
It's amazing how Belmont has been able to just go on these runs. Like, yes, they have these scoring droughts, but they're in the midst of a 13-2 run over the last close to 5 minutes of play.
Yeah, that's where their passing game is exceptional. I mean, we talked about Murphy. He's got 11 assists. You know, there's only 2 other guys that have an assist on the floor tonight. Yet Belmont, you know, able to get the shot selection that they want, and they force you into mistakes. That's a nice pass. 1-2-3 ball movement.
Oh, that would have been a dagger.
Yeah.
Gamecock still trying to make something happen, and it will fall. Damari King gets the and one, can get this game back to 10.
Well, he didn't settle for a jump shot. Instead, got to the rim. This is a nice move. Instead of going in and trying to draw the foul against Muzinski, settles for the floater. A little luck for Jacksonville State.
What is happening?
We were supposed to be there 20 minutes ago.
Honey, we need to know the directions first. What do you want me to do? It's not working.
All you gotta do is turn it off and turn it on again.
Ask someone for directions.
I don't have to ask somebody. I have a phone that talks to satellites and it comes back down.
You know what? I'm gonna call Leslie. Call Leslie?
Without the right connection, you've got nothing.
Open map app.
So Spectrum Mobile delivers the fastest overall speeds and most reliable service to keep you connected coast to coast.
When we say crispy, juicy, tender, this is the juicy and tender, and this is the crispy. Introducing McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwiches.
Showing all kinds of talent tonight, but specifically with passing. He's got 11 assists. His vision is just straight up sick. Look at the placement right here. Just splits through 2 defenders, makes it easy for Muzinski to hit that shot. Out in transition, holding off the defense between 2 defenders, concentration on point. He will do it from everywhere, scoring, rebounding, getting steals, assisting. He's just got an all-around talent to his game. Already a double-double with points and assists.
King converts on the 3-point play, gets the lead back to 10. Grayson Murphy, that line. Woo.
Take that. Oh, how about that pass?
Another.
Okay, Tom Brady. Woo.
Muzinski inside. I mean, you know what kind of gets overshadowed? How many minutes Muzinski is playing right now. He's got 10 points, 21 minutes on the floor. And if you're a Belmont fan, that is a good sign for somebody coming off of an injury.
That's a good point. Adams with the 3. And just to cap your point about Muzinski, you know, we talked to Casey Alexander, and he felt like their last game he was able to shake the rust off, and so now he got away from that fear of playing on your ankle. After you twist it, you know, or injure yourself in any way, there's a little bit of fear. Like, can I trust it again? Can I plant and just play without thinking about it? And clearly tonight he's showing he can't.
Go back inside to Muzinski. 2 on the shot clock. What a nice pass, but oh, they miss a close one. Here's the reset. Jacoby Wood from downtown.
And Ben Shepard is maybe the only guy that hasn't having an excellent game tonight. He's 1 of 9 tonight, which is kind of surprising. He's one of the more efficient players.
And it's, you know, it's missed shots around the rim like that. That's just letting Jacksonville State hang around in this game. It's only 9, and Jalen Finch just draws a foul there.
Let's go back to that foul again. Jacksonville State putting the ball on the floor. And this is how you get back into games. You want to stop the clock. get a couple of and one situations,
In the game for Belmont, number 20, Tate Pearson.
a couple of threes, and you're right back in it.
Saturday at 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 a.m. Pacific. It's the Bundesliga on ABC and the ESPN app. Bayern sits atop the table. They'll take on Dortmund, who currently sits in 5th. Both teams 3-1 in their last 5 matches. Please don't ask me anything about that promo.
Come on now, is this going to ask you do you know what Bundesliga means?
I don't.
Best league, it's German. Ooh, little little 3-point shots.
Okay, I see you, bro.
Hey, Weissbrod means white bread. You know, the Germans, those are my people.
The tip in, that one looked like it might have been in the cylinder, but no call. And they're going to give the bucket to Zelesnak.
Yeah, and 3 Belmont Bruins arguing for the case with the officials. They're not going to get it.
It does seem like Belmont should have a larger lead than 9 at this point. It seems like they've really controlled both ends of the floor.
It's pretty amazing, right? Brandon Huffman fouls out of the game. And the way that Belmont's playing, yeah, you'd think that this would be a 20-point game right now. But they've led for nearly 30 minutes. And Jacksonville State has just found a way to keep climbing back in. You know, whether it's 3-point shot or just taking it to the rack, this is a tough team.
Number 5, Lamonte Ngumezi.
So Ngumezi will check back into the ball game for the Gamecocks. Down by 9, 5:35 to play here in the second. Next foul on Jacksonville State will put Belmont at the line 1-1. 5 on the shot clock. Muzinski, what a nice little pass inside, but it is blocked.
Shot clock violation.
Jacksonville State just doing what they need to do to hang around. That's Henry on the block.
Right, they're staying secure, trying to force Belmont into a tough shot or getting the block down low. And you're right, they're doing the little things that they need to do to stick around in this game now. Can they convert also offensively? This is a big possession for them.
Man-to-man defense by the Bruins. They go pick and roll. Ngumezi tries to yam it again, but he is fouled. This dude just goes to the rack with force.
He's bouncy. That was a great take. Slips a screen, gets the jump, almost could have been called for a walk, but instead gets that gather step, the power jump through the lane, and goes up for the dunk. That would have been an incredible energy play had he dunked that for the and one.
All right, if you missed it earlier, let's take you back to the first half. That was on Muzinski's head.
Yeah, Muzinski didn't have much of a shot there. He's going to get dunked on. You just felt it.
8-point ball game. 5 minutes to play. Trip to the championship game here on the line. They're going one-on-one Muzinski. Now they get the double, and Muzinski returns the favor to Murphy.
Well, how about Murphy moving without the basketball? You know, finding a way to get open, and a great pass by the big man inside. Good concentration, because Ngumezi had bodied up. He was low. He was ready to go to war.
Ooh. But this one's not over yet. It's not over. Damari King with a 3-ball. Lead is down to 7.
That's what he does, Damari King, their 3-point shooter, the marksman from the outside. That looked confident, and his eyes tells me he is hungry for them to fight to still get back in this game, and it's right within reach.
I mean, this is not a surprise. Jacksonville State came into this ball game winners of 8 of their last 9. That lone loss came against Belmont. Under 4 minutes to play. Who's going to get to the championship game? Come on back.
It's not just that he's a quitter, it's how he quits. After telling his players the only way he would leave his team at Ole Miss would be in a pine box, Tommy Tuberville quit the next week. Remember the quitter.
You can tell this is really crispy, juicy, and tender because we wouldn't take the time to butter all these potato buns if it wasn't worth it. Introducing McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwiches.
College basketball is presented by Kentucky Wild, reminding you it is time to get Kentucky Wild. We're in Evansville, Indiana tonight, inside the Ford Center. Beautiful arena. Let's take a look at our bracket. This is the first of two semifinals tonight. All of the top seeds advance from their opening round games. And, Brooke, we got another good one on tap coming up next.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you like offense, you are going to want to stick around for game number 2. Eastern Kentucky is like 7 seconds or less at the college level. Plus, this is one of the best rivalries in the OVC. But this one here tonight, this is like a big-time feel. This is one of the reasons I love this conference. My guy right here got all the moves down. I mean, rhythm, he's putting in the Fortnite dances as well, right? Like, I wish so much I was in the arena because we'd have to bring him down next to us and put that on full display. That was nice dance moves in the commercial break, young man.
John Schriffen alongside my partner Brooke Weisbrod. We are broadcasting this one from our homes due to COVID-19 restrictions, but limited capacity inside the Ford Center and a good atmosphere for this one. 8-point game, now it's at 9. Belmont trying to close this one out. Jacksonville State led it 4-0, and then Belmont went on a huge run and hasn't looked back since. 3 ball from the outside, and that one rattles in. Ooh, we got a 6-point game with about 3:30 to play.
Bring the drama. Bring it. This is the time of the year, you feel it. You're like, listen, our season could be over in 3 minutes. All that we've worked hard for. Can't let that go.
Here's a steal, going 1-on-3, and the layup is good by Adams. We're down to 4, Brooke.
Wow. Jacksonville State not ready to let this go, and this is where you're going to see Grayson Murphy shine. In these last 3 minutes, clutch. This man stays composed.
Can Belmont close the show here? Up by 4, and there's a foul on Damari King.
This is a great pass. In rhythm 3 for Jacksonville State. This is what they do best. And then defense leads to quick offense. That was not an easy play. Starting to lose control of it, but Adams gets a hold of the ball to finish.
1-and-1. Smith knocks down the front end. Smith has 23 points. His career high is 24, so just 1 away. And he's tied his career high tonight. 24 points from Smith. He is 6 of 9 from downtown. Good ball fake. Gets in the lane. Can't get it to go. Good defense by Mazinski, and he is going to get fouled on the rebound. And head coach Ray Harper for Jacksonville State, he is not happy.
Yeah, that was a quick call. It did appear to be over the back, and I loved the move. I believe that was Kane Henry, right? That with the ball fake and take to the rack, but man, this one hurts to convert. Yeah, that's definitely a foul.
That's a foul.
Yeah.
For 1 and the bonus.
I mean, you're right there. Kane Henry has got to be so frustrated with that shot. He had a great move, had an open look for 3 instead, took a higher percentage shot, which I liked. But you just kind of shoot yourself in the foot if you're the Gamecocks. You don't convert, and then you get the foul.
So it was just a 4-point game. Mazinski knocks down 2 free throws here. Back to an 8-point lead for Belmont, under 3 to play. And it looks like Adams is going to get fouled as he goes to the bucket.
So you have to respect the Gamecocks because they shoot threes. Now, they haven't shot really well tonight, only 7 for 22. But Ben Shepherd coming up to close out too quickly. And then the foul. So this helps you out a lot if you're Jacksonville State. Got to convert.
Knocks down the first. Zelishnak comes back into the ball game. He'll replace Mgumezi.
You know what's crazy is Jacksonville State is only 9 of 15 from behind the free throw line. So we could be looking at a tie ball game right now had they hit all their free throws.
6-point game. 2:35 to play here in the second half. Entry pass inside, looking for the foul, and they do call it. That was a late whistle, but there was a lot of contact.
I'd like to take another look at this one because it looked like the pass kind of brought Muzinski away from the basket.
At the line for Belmont.
No.
I will say Zelishnak did have his hand extended. Was there a push there?
I mean, if there was a foul, that's where it would have been because it definitely wasn't on the shot. So I mean, to me, like I don't know how you can call that continuation, but yeah, it just I don't know. That one didn't really sit too well with me either.
So Muzinski goes 1 of 2 from the line. 7-point game. Muzinski's got 13 points, 10 rebounds, double-double on the night. Mgumezi, and he is fouled. And that's on Muzinski? I think they're going to have to talk about that one because I'm not sure about that. Neither coach is happy with the officials right now.
No, and I mean, let them play. There's literally no foul. There's no foul there. It's so that is just those kind of calls just drive me nuts. Like let the game be played. Don't get involved with ticky-tack fouls this late in the game. Let the players decide the outcome. Good Lord.
Tell us how you really feel. Mgumezi, 2 of 3 from the line tonight. And he knocks them both down. So Jacksonville State's going to do the substitution. Put Zelishnak back in on defense.
Oh, that's surprising. Mgumezi with 3 fouls. Perhaps maybe that's why, but you think he'd want a good shot blocker. And Mgumezi in right now, but you know, I don't know. Maybe it's Zelishnak is better laterally, perhaps, to guard Muzinski.
Yeah, Zelishnak only has 2 fouls. 2 minutes to play, 5-point ball game. Who's going to get to the championship game? And another foul is called.
Fouls on Jacksonville State's number 0, Jalen Finch.
Well, you don't want to extend your hands so far away from the basket. You know, give your defense an opportunity to defend, but yeah, Finch a bit handsy.
Line for Belmont, Grayson Murphy for 2 shots.
So both teams are going to shoot 2 shots the rest of the way here.
In the game for Jacksonville State number 5.
So definitely defense and offensive substitutions, obviously for Ray Harper, and putting Mgumezi back in.
Well, Murphy knocks down 2. Lead is at 7. The Gamecocks need a 3 here?
No, I think they're fine. You know, getting right at the rim. They'll go ahead and take it because that's one of their specialties. That's not a great shot. That's going to be over the back.
That is a good call. That's Kane Henry over the back.
I thought that 3 was too quick, John. It wasn't really the one that they want. They tried to set up their offense with a high ball screen, and the ball screen wasn't even set. So a bit of impatience that does not pay off. You want to be in a hurry to try to get points on the board, but you got to do it the right way.
So it's going to be a free throw shooting contest the rest of the way here. 8-point game. Pearson is perfect from the line so far tonight, and he misses that one. .130 to play here in Evansville. To the rack. No call. But Finch does get the bucket.
Good take by Finch. You know, he saw an opening. You need points on the board. You need them quick. So there's the high ball screen, but again, not really coming off it tight. So you're allowing, that time, Luke Smith to follow on top. But that's a tough shot right there.
You heard him scream and one. There was a little bit of contact, but right?
That's what every player does now. That's like the thing. I'd like to go ahead and remove that from the game as well. But with no fans in the stands, that you're going to hear that all the time.
6-point game. 1:28 to play. There is still a ton of time on the clock.
That's an eternity in basketball. And you don't feel comfortable if you're Casey Alexander. But you want the ball in the hands.
At what point do you have to think about fouling?
I think you have one more possession before you have to start thinking about it. I don't know if you necessarily have to do it. Let's see how Belmont does in this possession. If they hit a three, yeah, it might be time.
6-point ball game. Jacoby Wood with the ball in his hands. He's going to dribble it out, wind down the clock. Shot clock is at 8. Now he's going to go with 5. To the bucket, blocked, ton of contact. And Jacksonville State under a minute to play. There's a quick 3. Scrum. Finch can't get it to go. And Belmont survives that flurry from Jacksonville State. They had a few good looks around the rim.
My goodness, yes. Getting good look after good look. Jacksonville State keeps it alive with an offensive board here. And Jalen Finch tries to go up, get the foul call, doesn't get it. Instead, fouls a very good foul shooter in Grayson Murphy, and a guy who is just as composed as can be out there on the floor.
Belmont leaving the door open just a little bit. It is still a 6-point game as Murphy misses both free throws. 40 seconds on the clock. Belmont in a zone. Jacksonville State goes to the bucket, and Adams cuts it down to 4.
A circus shot for Darren Adams. Darian Adams. Ray Harper talked about him being the X factor tonight, and he also told us if we need a bucket late, this is the guy we're going to right here. Oh, finger roll. I like it.
And this is what you thought they should have done a few possessions ago when they took that quick 3.
I do. This would have been a better shot to take. You know, sometimes you just get so hung up on we're down, we need a 3, we're down, we need a 3, but really you need the best shot possible. And he took it right there. That was a nice take from Darian Adams.
Now, can Jacksonville State afford to try to get a 10-second backcourt violation, or do they have to go for the steal and foul right away?
You got to go for the steal and foul, I think. I mean, Belmont is, if you don't, they're not a team that's going to turn the ball over. So they're going to try to hold on to it, and they're going to wait for you to foul them. So if you don't get the steal, you definitely want to foul right away.
Adams had 1 point at the half. He is now 13 points on the night. He was the hero last night for Jacksonville State. Any more magic left in the Gamecocks season? 4-point game, 32.7 seconds left. There's some Jacksonville State fans in attendance here in Evansville.
My guy holding a rubber chicken up there? It's like he was waiting to throw it on the floor if an upset happened. It's like, we're bringing props to the game now. Okay.
Inbound the ball, Wood. They don't foul. Maybe they can get a 10-second violation here. Backcourt. Oh. Ball is off of Belmont, and we have a turnover. This game is not over yet.
Oh, boy. So for Jacksonville State, look for them to go right back to number 23. This is great defense. Just a frenetic pace for Jacksonville State, and this is a rare turnover. Luke Smith knows That could be very costly.
Is this still time for a quick 2 here?
Yes. I know I sound crazy maybe when I say that, but if you can get it, think you could get a 2-point shot by the time he gets to 20.
Jacksonville State will take a 3. Back iron, rebound, Gamecocks. That one is blocked. Fight at the rim, and it is down to 2. 14.1 on the clock. Belmont inbounds. And Jacksonville State is forced to foul. Tate Pearson will go to the line for 2.
Foul is on Jacksonville State's number 1, Damari King. That is his 3rd.
And so, again, more fight. Great. Just extra energy and effort. How about the pass from Kane Henry inside? And Gomez able to put it in. That was a good-looking shot. The 3 was there.
Belmont shooting 73% from the free throw line tonight. And Pearson knocks down the first. This is the big one coming up. It is a 3-point game. Can he make it a 2-possession ball game?
And you also think about, if you're Belmont, would you rather foul than try to give up a 3? That's a possibility as well.
Here we go. 10 seconds left. Jacksonville State down by 3. 5 seconds. Can they get a shot off? Back iron, and Belmont is going to survive and advance to the championship game. Wow, what a finish.
Incredible game. Incredible game. Competitive.